Hello dear friends, today I feel guided to talk a little bit more about the fear which many of people on the Ascension path have about their future in retirement. And with this video I would like to harmonize this fear, because for everyone who is on Ascension path and path to higher self is taken care of by universe. For example, I was guided to spend few weeks in warm countries, in exotic countries, to realize that to live on this earth and on this planet, it is quite cheap, or you can live there for a very small amount of money. Yes, you don't have a luxurious lifestyle, but to live on this planet Earth, you don't need a fortune. Many times, people are building their retirement in the way that they would like to retire and live during their retirement in the warm country or nearby sea, or where you can live even with a conscious community in the cave, or helping to with the house sitting, pet sitting, or in some retreats, taking care of the space. So you have many opportunities how to live your life and get paid for it, or get some compensation in form of money, or in form of accommodation and food. Even many retreat in conscious communities are searching for people who can maybe help with the cooking, who can maybe help with the cleaning of the space. So don't worry, dear friends, if universe is sending you onto this path to unknown, you have many opportunities how to get enough resources to make your living and enough finances to live on the new earth. And with this, I would like to talk a little bit more about my experience and experience of people around me who went to this ascension path. Actually, when we are stepping up on a path of our higher self, very often we have to face some shadows, because it is not just about the light and rainbows and pink glasses. Very often light workers and people who are shining the light and are transforming the darkness are sent to the deep places to transform these shadows. So not only me, but also my friends who are writing books about the ascension, and books about the communication with the beings from other planes, went through the period of the time where they were facing situations where universe was forcing them to believe that it is taken care of them. For example, one of my friends, when he was sent to travel around Europe and to gain knowledge about some spiritual insights from certain places and meeting people there, was guided always to the place where the food or fruit was for free. Sometimes it was in dumps or in the trash bin, but beautiful fruit which didn't have any problem, and it can be easily taken and washed and used for consumption. For example, my path was different. I was not guided on the path of dumpster picking, but I was guided to create a community around the food exchange, like exchange and give food for free to people in the city. And in the meantime, when I was creating this paradigm or this reality, I was guided also to the shops where they had excess of the food, and they didn't throw it out in the trash bin, but rather they have created a boxes filled in with the fruits and vegetable in a good quality, which you could purchase for very low price. This was my path of ascension. And afterwards, I was also meeting many people with the gardens who had so much abundance of the vegetable and fruits that they were writing advertisements on the Facebook or online that they are willing to give fruits and food for free. So here you can see, dear friends, you are not alone on this path of ascension or on this path to your higher self. Universe, microcosm and microcosm is guiding you to the places to make your own living or to sustain your life here on your earth in case you need physical food. In case you are guided on the path of your pranic living, well, it is different there. But still, if you need a little bit physical food, you always find the way, and you always find the resources, or you are always guided by your heart to create some communities to run this pure energy of the freedom, and to always attract into your life enough resources to stay on your path, your authenticity, and to stay on your path of your heart, and on this path to live without the system in pure freedom. So, dear friends, remember, everything what you are doing in your life, and when you are staying on your path of your heart, is coming into your life on a proper time. In a proper time, you have always enough resources, physical food, housing, friends, place where to stay, opportunities which you need for the growth of your soul to stay on this path of your authenticity. And microcosm and microcosm is always conspiring to bring your manifestation to come true, and to have always enough to sustain your living and life on the new earth. It could be through some help in a retreat, it could be through house sitting, pet sitting, it could be that, for example, you are sent to travel or to stay in some exotic tropical country where the life is not that expensive. But always, dear friends, there is a plenty of resources for your life to live in joy and happiness and in your authenticity, even if you have decided to step out from the regular system and metrics. So this was my insight for today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment on my videos below, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.